Hi, my name is Austin Meyer, and I'm currently enrolled in a security course, and I'd like to share some information with you as well as provide you with a tool to keep yourself safe when you're online. In my course, I've learned that there are 4 defensive strategies. Those strategies are prevent, predict, deflect, and respond. Each of these strategies have different techniques and different tools, and they're each incredibly important. But the one that I'll be providing you or assisting you with is prevention. Prevention can be achieved through deception, and one way that we can deceive attackers today is through the use of VPNs. VPNs are virtual private networks, and what they do is they hide IP addresses and locations. This can be incredibly important in a few different ways. One thing is that if you are using your device from Michigan, but you want to be safe just in general use, you might set your device to be using a VPN server set up in Florida. Another example of how important IP location is if you're ever in China, you won't have access to any Google resources or Facebook resources and a few other resources perhaps that you will or may never use. But the only way to be able to use those resources in that situation is to have a VPN. Another key thing that a VPN does to protect and prevent attacks is that it encrypts data. So if you're in a public place like a Big B or a Starbucks or some cafe, or using a hotspot, your activity might be monitored. But if you have a VPN, it encrypts all of the data, and those attackers won't be able to get your data. Either way, the VPN permits full access to the internet. So now you want a VPN, right? Well, let's talk about who provides VPNs. VPN providers are plenty. There are more VPN providers now than when I needed a VPN a year ago. So I've made this list for you so that if you don't necessarily like my recommendation, or you do use my recommendation but you're also curious about others, this is what I've got for you. This is a list of a handful of others. A few key things to consider with VPNs is their customer support reliable and quick? How many devices are supported? Some support very few devices and some support many devices. Download speeds is important. Privacy policies is another important one, because some VPN providers log all your traffic and others just encrypt it or delete it. So depending on how important that is to you, you might want to consider or at least look into the different privacy policies that VPNs provide. Of course, payment plans is huge. Number of servers and where, as we kind of already talked about how that is important. And then overall performance, of course. But one of the biggest things to consider with most or any VPN is if they have a free trial. This free trial makes it so that we can be protected without actually paying anything. And so I've chosen a free trial for you that I've used in the past, and it worked great. But I encourage you again to use other free trials. Definitely look into those privacy policies, because sometimes if you use a free trial, they'll keep your information, your IPs and stuff like that. So just be careful, but you can definitely be on the safer side of things with going through a free trial today. So the one that I recommend to you is ExpressVPN. Like we've already talked about, it's got a 30-day free trial, 24/7 customer support. It's got servers in 94 countries, and it performs fast. The con is that it only has or supports up to 3 devices. For me, this isn't a problem because I have one computer and one cell phone. 2 devices, I'm golden all day. So if you do like to go through this ExpressVPN, as I have taken a screenshot of the site right here, you simply go to expressvpn.com. You should expect to see something pretty much like this, and then you click on that red button, get ExpressVPN now. Once you click on that, it'll take you to a payment plan page. Now, I don't work for ExpressVPN, so I'm not sure, the nitty-gritty details of this, but I'm pretty sure if you pick any payment plan, that will be fine. As long as you cancel in the 30 days, your trial will be free. But if you're serious about protecting yourself, or if you really do like ExpressVPN, you can also consider, or at least be knowledgeable of these different bundles that they have. So like I said, I've downloaded it on my computer and my cell phone before. And what's really nice about ExpressVPN is that it does have a cellular application. So once you download that software, the software face will look like this. This will be what you see. And it's pretty straightforward. It's got the power button, which turns on the VPN, and you can expect to lose connection while the VPN reconnects through a different server. You can choose which location you want if that's an important thing to you. And then also you can use the smart location of which the VPN thinks is the best location server for you to use. Either way, now you're safe, now you have a VPN. So I hope that you go forward and look into those other strategies and find appropriate defenses, and I wish you luck.